Hello, welcome. This is Your Journey Yoga, and I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope your day is going well, and we're going to focus on some floor exercises today. So, spending some good time, quality time, just down close onto your mat. There is a lot of love down here, and a lot of things we can get done without having the ups and downs of your typical yoga practice. So, join me. And let's explore and have fun and get that body just a little bit happier. So make sure you've got some water handy if you need it, a towel if you'd like it, whatever you might need along the way, a smile on your face, a good attitude, and a willing spirit. So starting out, a comfortable position. If cross-legged position is comfortable for you, easy pose, let's come to that. Otherwise, you are welcome to just find a place on your bottom that feels right to you. We're going to move that fleshy part away from your bum so that we can connect those sit bones to the mat and feel that deep connection to the earth. We're going to bring those hands down by our sides and sit up nice and tall. Closing your eyes, relax your jaw. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, keep the length in the spine as you gently drop your chin towards your chest. As you exhale, roll the head to the right. Right ear comes up over that right shoulder. Exhaling and releasing the chin towards the chest, and then gently rolling the head to the left. Left ear over that left shoulder. Once again, rolling back to center, just moving at the pace of your breath. We exhale as we switch sides. Big inhale once you reach the top of that stretch. And then once you exhale, gently switching once again back to the left. This time, as you exhale, gently release the chin towards the chest. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift your head to the sky. Gaze to the sky. Just feeling that nice stretch to the throat. If you like, lift that lower jaw towards the sky. Gently relax the jaw, slowly bringing that head back up nice and tall. We extend those arms out to a T. We cross that left arm out in front. Right arm hand just to the tricep below your shoulder and pull it in nice and tight. Turn your palm facing you. Spread your fingers wide. Draw that left shoulder down, and away we turn our gaze out over that left shoulder with a little tuck of our chin towards that left collarbone. Just working away any kinks in the body, showing some love to our entire body, working from the crown of the head all the way down. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front. Let's take that left arm up and back. Hand to the elbow and gently press. Spine nice and tall, shoulders roll back, chin off of that chest. If it feels right to you, circle that right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back, or reach up and take a hold of those fingertips. Breathe. Core is strong. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, begin to lean to the right. A little or a lot. Oh, just feeling that stretch all the way down that left side. Both sit bones stay connected to the earth. Inhale it back to center, and then as you exhale, gently begin to hinge it forward. You can come as far forward as you like. Stopping when it's right for you. Always taking care of yourself. Relaxing the weight of the head. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong. We hinge it all the way back up. Gently releasing your hands, extend your left arm, and then the right. Open those arms out to a T, and we cross that right arm out in front. Left hand to the elbow or above, and just draw that arm in nice and tight. Now this shoulder, that right shoulder, has this tendency to kind of pop up. We want to press it down and draw that arm in nice and tight again. Spine nice and tall. Breathe, take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Far as you can rotate your head with a little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. So oftentimes in life, we feel that we have to go all the time. It is so important to slow down every now and again. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, and reconnect, taking that right arm up and back, left hand to the elbow, gently press. Chin staying off the chest, you can close your eyes. If you like circling that left arm around behind you, you can bring that arm to the small of the back or reach up, taking a hold of the fingertips, locking those fingertips. Lengthen and reach to the crown of the head, close those eyes. So as we slow the body down and we focus on the breath, we give permission for that body to just release tension. Take a big breath in and exhale, gently lean to the left. Amazing things happen, guys. We find health, we find forgiveness, we mend, we heal. Inhale it back up nice and tall. Release your hands, extend right arm, and then the left. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Core strong. Turn your palms to face me. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, chin back, spine back. Inhale, open, and reach. Exhale, release that right hand to the mat, left arm up and over. Give a little push with that right hand. Lift the left side of the rib cage. And then gently release it down. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, press through the palm of the hand. Lift that left side of the rib cage. And inhale, sink it back down. One more time as you exhale, press that palm into the mat as you lift that left side of the rib cage. This time, exhale, releasing the tummy and chest to that right thigh. Reaching out through those left fingertips and relax the weight of your head. Breathe. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands back through the center and fingertips reach out as far as you can reach, relaxing the weight of the head down. We inhale, circling the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms overhead. Reach to the sky. Exhaling and releasing that left hand down, right arm up and over. Find your breath. Connect that right sit bone to the mat. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, press that left palm into the mat as you lift the right side of your rib cage. And then inhale, sink it back down. Exhale, press through that left palm, lift the right side of the rib cage, space between those ribs. And inhale, sink it back down. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, press, lifting the right side of the rib cage. And release it back down. Releasing the tummy and chest to that left thigh. Relax the weight of that right hand, the weight of the head. Lengthening through those right fingertips. Nice long stretch to the ribs and the waist. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands back through the center. Fingertips reaching out as far as you can reach. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms overhead as you hinge up nice and tall. Pulling the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, circle the arms around behind you. Fingertips point towards your bottom. Take a big breath in, lean back onto those hands, and as you exhale, lift the chest, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Inhale, gently release that intensity. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, roll those shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. Release. One more time, press it, lift it, open it. Draw those shoulders back. And release. Extending arms overhead. As you exhale, rotate one direction or the other, doesn't matter. Tap your fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And exhale, turn opposite side. Doesn't matter, we're gonna do both. Little tap of the fingertips. Keep that length in the spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Let's do that one more time each side. Exhale, open. Still feeling that length through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, open. Tap the fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it, open and reach. Exhale, let's flow forward and come up towards the top of your mat. We come to tabletop. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width, core is nice and strong. We're going to inhale and we're going to slide. Fingertips forward, toes back. Just to that full extension, but our toes and our fingertips are still connected to the mat. Core is strong. I want you to feel that length all the way down that right leg and pull it back into center. Now your other side. Right arm and left leg. We extend only to the point of full extension, but the fingertips are still on the mat. They're not lifted. Toes are still on the mat. They're not lifted. And pull it back to center. Now I want you to move at the pace of your breath. Inhale as you extend it out. Exhale as you draw it in. Mindful of those hips as you alternate sides, keeping the pelvis in line, hips side by side, not shifting weight too much. Beautiful. Last one. Now we're going to up the intensity a bit. Now we're going to lift. And we're going to lower. Other side, we lift. And lower. Now, if you were happier with those feet and the hands staying connected to the mat, make it happen. Keeping that core strong so we're not creating an arch in the back, but we're keeping that long spine. Gaze is down towards your mat. Breathe. One more. And sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the mat. Core is strong. We're going to inhale and we're going to lift, hollowing the tummy, hollowing the chest, slowly transitioning our weight forward to a plank, modified plank position. Crocodile down. Now shift your weight back, come to your forearms, and extend the arms to child's pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, hollow the tummy and chest, rounding out through the spine, shifting our weight forward to that modified plank, slowly lowering down, crocodile. Shifting your weight back, forearms to the mat, press it all the way back. Let's do that 2 more times. Hollowing, rounding out the spine, shifting that weight forward, drawing that belly button in and up, slowly transitioning down through crocodile. Shifting weight back to the forearms and the elbows, arms extending. Let's do that 1 more time. Hollow. Lift the spine, round it out. Now level it out to modified plank, lowering down, crocodile. Shift that weight back to your forearms and get that full extension through the arms, meeting back in child's pose. Breathe. Now we're going to reverse that. So as we come forward, we come to the forearms. We skim across the mat. We press it through cobra or up dog. Knees come down. We hollow through the chest. We hollow through the tummy. And we slowly press it back to child's pose. Now we skim our nose across the mat. Forearms on the mat. We press it through up dog or cobra. Knees to the mat. Hollow the chest. Hollow the tummy, slowly pressing back to child's pose. Let's do that 1 more time. Forearms to the mat, skim your nose along the mat. Press it through up dog or cobra. Knees to the mat, hollow the chest, lift the spine, hollow the tummy, slowly pressing back to child's pose. Kind of a neat sensation. Really aware of the body, of the breath, of the movements, and that fluidity that we can create in the body. Such a cool thing. Extending those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog. Relaxing the weight of the head. Pressing through the palms of the hands, guiding that weight back towards your heels. We inhale it to high plank. Exhaling it to down dog. We're going to do that 2 more times, transitioning with your breath. Inhaling it to plank. Exhaling it to down dog. Can you put a smile on your face? Inhale it to plank. Exhaling it to down dog. Beautiful job, you guys. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. We rotate our bodies and extend. Right arm to the sky. Find your breath. Reach out of those right fingertips. Draw your belly button towards that inner thigh. Find your breath. And slowly release that right hand to the inside of your foot. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, begin to straighten that front leg a little or a lot. We lengthen through the crown of the head. And then inhale, slowly bending that right knee. Back into that runner's lunge. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Press that back heel towards the mat. And inhale it back to runner's lunge. So we're letting that body just move as much as it's ready to move. Not forcing things to happen. Keeping that smile on the face one more time. Coming back to that bent knee, to the runner's lunge. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Top of the foot to the mat. And gently let that right knee roll open. So as that right knee rolls open, we start to get into that hip, the groin. We keep that core strong. If you like, come down onto your left forearm. Maybe the right. Now we can keep that back knee down, or for more intensity, tuck your toes and lift that back knee. You find what's right for you. Make sure you can still breathe slow and steady. Now gently release that back knee back down, top of the foot to the mat. We come back up to the palms of the hands. We shift our weight to our left hand, bringing that right hand to the inside of your knee and give it a gentle press away as you rotate through the torso and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Find your breath. Slowly releasing that rotation, placing that right hand back to the mat. Pull that right knee back in. One hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Step it back to plank. Toes or knees. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Let's gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Find your breath. Give your head a little shake, yes or no if you need to. Just let go of that tension in the neck. And as we pedal those feet, just a nice long stretch down the backs of the legs. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Breathe. We're in runner's lunge. Find your breath. Placing that right hand to the inside of your foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. Rotating through the torso, stacking the shoulders, stacking the arms. Lengthen and extend out of the fingertips, creating space in that shoulder joint. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down to the inside of that left foot. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, begin to straighten your front leg. And inhale it back down. So we can straighten that front leg as much or as little as we like. As we exhale, extend. As you inhale, bend. Again, exhale, core staying strong to support that back. Making sure that the breath is still slow and steady. We're going to do that one more time. Breathe. And back to that runner's lunge. Let's bring that back knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat, and now let that left knee just gently roll open. So as that knee rolls open, we get into the groin, we get into the hip, making sure you're taking care of the ankle, the knee, the lower back, keeping that core strong. If it feels good to you, come down onto that right forearm. Left forearm if you like. Relaxing the weight of your head. Find your breath. Now again, we can keep that back knee down, or if you like, tuck your toes and lift that back knee. It's a whole different ball game, guys. So you don't have to fully extend. Even if you just tuck your toes, it's going to change the game. But you need to take care of yourself. We get one body. We got to take care of it. Gently place that back knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat. We come back up to one palm and both. We shift our weight to that right hand. We rotate towards that left knee, placing that left hand to the inside of your knee and press it away. Rotating through the torso, taking our gaze out over that left arm, left shoulder. So as we add that deeper rotation, deeper stretch through the front of that right leg, deeper stretch through our hip, are you still able to maintain those big deep breaths? Gently releasing that rotation, placing that left hand back to the mat, slowly drawing that left knee back in. Tuck your toes, lift that back knee. One hand on either side of your foot, step it back to plank. Holding your plank, toes or knees, or crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Open up those knees and sit it back to extended child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Sit those sit bones back, chin or cheek to the mat. Just kind of play with it and see what feels the best to you. And let's slowly walk those hands up to tabletop. And we're going to flip one hand over and then the other. So our weight comes back towards our heels a little bit. And we're going to work to get the back of our hands against the earth. And we're just going to put as much weight forward as feels good to you. If this does not feel good, guys, you don't have to come here. Okay, and we're going to slowly begin to sit back. So the more bend we put in the wrist, it should feel good, guys. It should be a release. We do a lot of this so that the flex of the wrist, we want to give it a little flip over. Now gently release, coming up to the knuckles. We lift out of the shoulders. Breathe. Find that breath. Feel the strength as you press those knuckles into the mat and feel that space between the shoulder blades. Now let's take one hand forward, big step, and then the other. Big step. So we're up towards the top of our mat. Our sit bones are going to reach to the sky as we hollow it out through the spine, drawing the bottom of your tummy towards the tops of your thighs. Again, chin or cheek to the mat, puppy pose. Breathe. We inhale, we rise, pulling those hands back underneath us to tabletop. Breathe, take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. Let's do one more each direction. Wonderful at articulating the vertebra to create mobility and fluidity in the spine. Last cat. And coming back to tabletop. Breathe. We sit it back to child's pose. We're going to take those hands to the left, reaching out through those right fingertips, and then press your hips to the right. As far as you can press those hips, as far as you can reach with those right fingertips, and then relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands through center, and walk your hands to the right. Reaching out through those left fingertips as far as you can reach, and press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of your head. So as those hips pull to the left and we reach to the right, there's this oppositional pull that creates this amazing stretch all the way down the left side of your body. How's your breath? Never holding your breath. Always finding those big releases with those exhales. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through to center, and sit it to child's pose. And let's slowly walk our hands up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Breathe. We're going to keep those knees together, and we're going to take a hold of those shins, and we're going to make ourselves into this tight little ball. I want you to round through that upper back, through that middle back, tucking your chin towards your chest. Just use the strength of those arms to pull yourself and make yourself just as tiny as you can. Find your breath. Now, just like a little sprout, we're going to begin to lift the head, gently extending through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Find your breath now. Just by sitting tall and lengthening that spine with those feet up close to you, notice what your body does. What's working? What's releasing? Now let's open those knees, keeping the soles of the feet to the mat, and lean forward. So the insides of our feet are still touching. Our knees are opening. We're going to reach around the legs and take a hold along the outsides of your ankles. Now draw your chin towards your chest. Hollow out the tummy and chest. And just breathe. So creating space in this stretch in that upper and middle back. Creating space between each of the vertebrae. Now starting at your tailbone, slowly begin to roll it up. One vertebra stacking on top of the other. Just let your hands slide up your legs as you sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open out nice and wide. So as we come to our butterfly, we pull the heels in. We roll those shoulders back. Let's interlace our fingers and slide our hands underneath the outsides of our feet. Sit nice and tall. So there's going to be kind of this nice little pull on those shoulders, depending upon how long your arms are. If you have super long arms, you might not feel that pull. So depending upon how long your torso is in comparison to your arms, get a little body awareness. And then we're going to press those knees out and away. Find your breath. Close your eyes. I want you to just focus. Focus on those knees being drawn towards the earth, the crown of the head reaching towards the sky, those shoulders being drawn down, the neck long, spine tall, belly strong. Great. Now we're going to release the intensity with the arms, and we're going to bring the thumbs kind of to the soles of your feet. Like you're going to peel open your feet like you would peel open an orange or a book. And we're going to opening the soles of the feet to the sky. Now I want you to re-engage and sit up nice and tall, cobbler's pose. So a nice stretch to the outsides of your ankles, mobility through the ankles, through the feet. A little deeper stretch in your hips you might feel, and through the groin. A little more activation in that upper back, and those lats, those rear delts. Slowly releasing that, closing your book, resealing that orange. Pull those feet out and away from you just a little bit and gently hinge forward. Allowing your head to come forward, just wherever your hands are comfortable, let them come. So yep, there's a roundness through the spine. That is absolutely fine. And just gently shimmy your shoulders kind of side to side, nothing major. Just alternating. Lifting a shoulder, getting that little shoulder shimmy, a little deeper stretch. Now let's hold it, lifting that right shoulder. And just hold. Now turn your gaze up to the right. With a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Inhale, gaze out to the side, and then gently release your head. Relax the shoulders, even it out. And now we're going to lift that left shoulder. High as it's ready to lift. And we're going to turn our gaze out over that left shoulder with a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. It's a little deeper stretch. A little extra love for that lower back on that left side. Once again, we lift our gaze straight out to the side and then slowly lower that gaze, evening out those shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head. We slowly rise all the way back up, and we're going to tuck that right foot underneath the left. And we're going to bring that left foot to the top of the knee, or the base of the knee. Now, if having that right knee bent is not right for you guys, just extend that leg out long. Okay, so as we have that knee, the foot to the bottom of the knee or cross to the top of the knee, what it is if that leg is long, now it's crossed to the outside of your leg. So we can have that leg long or bent. You decide what's right for you. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, working to get that left hip, that left sit bone to the mat. You should feel a really nice stretch in your hip. You should feel length in your spine. If you are listing over onto that right hip, it's okay. We're working to get those sit bones to the mat. So it's a progression, right? So it helps to have the foot to the base of the knee as opposed to crossing. But at some point, this is going to be too easy and you want a deeper stretch. Know that that's going to lift your hip a little bit. Now the progress and the journey is to get that sit bone down. Pulling the knee in nice and tight. Let's wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee and pull it in. Extend left arm out. Lift it high. Circle it all the way around behind you. Hand to the mat. Sit tall. And now turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. All the while pulling that left knee in. A little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Find your breath. Slow, steady breaths. Gently lift your gaze, circle that left arm back up and over, releasing that rotation, coming back to face front, and let's switch sides. So now that left leg is underneath us, or left leg is long. Right foot is going to come to the base of the knee, or cross to the top of the knee. So remember the different variations, right? So if we need that left leg long, absolutely fine. If it's good, tucked under us, perfect. So we want to work to get those sit bones connected to the earth. Remember, it's a journey, right? It's process. It is an adventure. So embrace that adventure. Know that it's going to come with imperfections and challenges, also with some beautiful awareness and success. That was hard to say, success. Sitting up nice and tall. Pull the knee in nice and tight. Breathe. Find your breath. Let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and pull it in nice and tight. Sit up tall. Breathe. Now extend. Right arm out. Lift it high. Circle it around. Place your hand to the mat. Press against the mat to get as much rotation and length in that spine as you can. And turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. All the while drawing that right knee in. Getting that beautiful stretch for that right hip. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Just letting go of tension in the neck, spine, the shoulders, the hips. And all done through that breath, guys. So making sure we've got those big deep breaths. Right arm extends back, reaches up nice and tall, and slowly release that rotation, coming back to center. Beautiful. Let's extend. Right leg out, and then your left. Coming into a nice wide-legged stance, flex your feet and point your toes. And flex your feet and point your toes. One more time, flex the feet, hold it there. Extend those arms out, reach to the sky. Exhale, turn towards that right leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of the tummy down onto that right leg. Hands to the floor, nose towards your knee. Now I get asked if the both sit bones need to stay down. If you're able to, great. If that left sit bone needs to lift, absolutely fine. Everybody's body is made different. Did you catch that? Everybody's body is made different. So take care of yourself. If you can keep both sit downs and it's fine and it doesn't feel wonky and it's not putting any pressure or making you uncomfortable in a not great way. So uncomfortable is not bad if it's challenging, but your body feels like, yeah, this is good for me. If there's kind of a question in your mind of, I don't know if my back's going to love that later or my hips are going to love that later, it's okay. Let your body figure out what's right. We lift just slightly, turning towards center, back of that right shoulder along the inside of your leg. Reach behind and take a hold behind your calf or take a hold of the sole of the foot. Left arm circles up and over. Oh my goodness, beautiful stretch through that QL region all the way through that lower back on that left side. As you roll that left shoulder back and take your gaze to the sky, amazing stretch all the way down the left side. If that's not great for your neck, straight ahead, or you can look down towards that right leg. Find your breath and slow it down. We're going to inhale and reach both arms up. As you exhale, turn towards that left leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of the tummy and chest onto that left leg. Hands to the mat, nose towards your knee. Really working to center that upper body. Just let yourself melt. Checking in, aware of whatever your body's telling you. Inhale, lift you slightly, turn towards center, back of that left shoulder along the inside of your leg, palm side up, slide your hand underneath your calf, or take a hold of the sole of the foot, right arm circles up and over. Really working to open the chest, to roll that right shoulder back. Again, your gaze can be along the inside of that right arm, straight ahead, or down towards that left leg. So we want our necks to be happy. We want our whole body to be happy. We want that breath to flow. And for that body and breath to just assimilate all of these poses in a positive way. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, pull the hands through to heart center. And let's rock it back to close those knees once again. We come to a cross-legged position. Sitting up nice and tall, turn your palms to face the sky, drape the wrists over the knees, and bring your index finger to touch your thumb. With the length in the spine, we relax the jaw and soften the eyes. Taking a big breath in, open your fingers, spread your palms wide, draw your fingernails back towards your toes. Feel that stretch across the palm. Exhale and bring your middle finger to your thumb. Inhale, open, spread your fingers wide. Feel that stretch across the palm, that energy through every finger. And as you exhale, ring finger to the thumb. Inhale, open, spread your fingers wide. Feel that stretch across your hand. And as you exhale, pinky to the thumb. Inhale, open, spread your fingers wide. And as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, bring it to gently touch your thumb. Soften the shoulders, eyes closed. We take a moment to thank the mind, the body, for being willing and active participants in our well-being, to gain strength, to find awareness and balance, to let go of tension and find the very best version of ourselves available. We work each and every day to find that very best self. May your day be filled with laughter, with happiness, with love and health. Let's gently open the eyes, pull the hands to heart center. Love and light to each and every one of you. Be well, stay safe, and until the next time, namaste.